Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars Galaxy of Yeti coming to you with the counter I've been using against this comp, which I find is pretty common. Um, so anyway, I've got something that works-ish. It works against standard First Order. It can be screwed up by Phasma. It can be screwed up. I haven't had great success against Sith Empire variants or anything like that. But if you see something like this is a counter that does work. Anyway, like I said, this is a very popular comp, so I could see this being something we can use this counter on. We're looking at this guy's Kylo. It isn't an ultimate, but it doesn't really matter. You'll see that in fight. 120k health, 12,600 damage there. He's got a pretty fast Hux, which is why we're going to be stunning him right off the bat. I mean, theoretically, because I'm faster, I should be able to do this without it, but we want Hux nice and stunned. So he's at 299 with a plus 138 set, and then down here, there's nothing really important to note on the rest of his stats. It's really just down to his speed. His First Order Officer is pretty quick as well. He's got a 142 set on First Order Officer, so it's one of those. It's probably ideal to have First Order Officer going before Hux, so you can get the second stasis strike out right away. But anyway, yeah, it's a 142 on First Order Officer, and then his faucet has a fair amount of damage. If you look down here, it's 7133, pretty decent. Not really any other stats that really need to be taken of note there. And then looking at his Kylo, he has 93,000 health and 71% armor, which is pretty decent. Anyway, let's go look at my team real quick. This is done by my guildmate against similar comps, but he has G12 on his Thrawn, on his GBA, and on his Han Solo. So I'm going to be doing a little bit higher gear levels, even though I think his Sith Empire a little bit more relic than mine. My Darth Revan's decently fast, or pretty fast. He's at 332. This is kind of a secondary team for me, so I don't put everything on him, but he's pretty quick. And Basil's only at relic 4. I have the potency Zeta. I think that's really important. 304 speed on her, so 148 set. Then, just like my Darth Revan, their damages are very similar. It's just 8,500. Darth Revan's 8,400, so it's pretty straightforward. And then looking at my Han Solo, my Han is pretty good at relic 7 with mostly 6C mods, and he has only 95 speed, nothing crazy, but 8759 on the damage. So he's going to be hitting pretty hard, pretty much as hard as a Han's going to do. And then we're going to get down into Geo Brood Alpha. My mods on Geo are not great. I haven't tried to make Geo really fast or anything like that. Geo's only got plus 95 speed and 9,100 or 91,000 health, so pretty decent. And then my Thrawn is decently fast. He has a 131 set, which puts him at 301, and then he's got 110,000 health and protection just to try to eat a hit from Kylo if it goes that way. Nothing really else to note on him. And that's it for the team. So let's just get you into the battles, and you can see how this team operates against that comp. Okay, so we're going to get in and we're going to stun basically Hux right off the bat. It's pretty important here just to get him so he's not passing that turn to Kylo. And he does. There you see the pinning shot. We get the lightning out, and sometimes Fawcett's going to be able to cleanse, but we're ahead of the Fawcett here, so we're going to go and kick the fear out. And then we're going to pass to GBA. He's going to use his AoE, which does a mass buff dispel. And that allows us to get past crew, and he won't regain the taunt with shock. And then we can put the fracture on Kylo. And now it's basically just a race to get Kylo dead. For the most part, it just takes the one fracture, and you can kind of work through him, which is really nice. Some people don't like using AoEs. You can keep the fear longer, but I don't know. I think in the other attempt I do a lot less AoE action. I just keep working on them. But anyway, as you can see here, we want to keep an ability block on Kylo as we think Fracture is going to be ending soon. So we make sure that's there. Just keep kicking the Fear out. Keep working on Kylo. I could have put Fear here, but instead I go for the Lightning. It maybe might not have been the best choice, but with this counter, it doesn't really seem to matter too much. You can kind of fuck up and still do pretty well. So anyway, they get the taunt back on crew. It's not really the biggest deal. It's like we're just going to keep ripping this team down. Throw some more lightning out on the board. Here comes a big hit. Han's going to be working on crew here. We get more fear on the board. It's all pretty straightforward, as you can see. So against this comp, this is a very, very consistent counter, and you should be able to take all of them. Anyway, let's go to the next battle. All right, we're just going to get our team ready here, as this is the this is actually the first video I took today when I decided to finally just make a video on this counter. Full credit to Zykiller and my guild who told me to give this a shot because he heard about basically all the struggles I've been having against Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Anyway, we're going to do our normal. We're going to stun Hux. Kylo's going to go ahead and knock our Brute into next week. We're going to put the Lightning on the board. Make sure that you know, we can keep that taunt off Kylo when we do clear it. So Lightning's off because of the cleanse. So we're going to go ahead and reapply Lightning with Karen instead of the Fear. We're going to AoE and get rid of all those buffs. And now we can get that Fracture on Kylo, which is extremely important to get. And now we can just rip through the team, get the Fear out, and start working down. So we're going to put more Fear. Going to keep just working on Kylo here. Keeping the Lightning on the board. Trying to get everything going here. Let's get the Brute back up. We're just going to keep working on him. Here comes the Lightning. More Fear. It's all about just keeping this team absolutely stuck. Here we go. Got the ability block. Hitting there. Keep working. Keep working. Get some more Lightning on the board. There we go. That is a dead Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Once again, since the first time I attempted it where I made a mistake, since then I haven't lost against this comp, so this is definitely worth trying if you see this comp on defense. Here you go.
Hey guys, Star Wars Galaxy Yeti here with the Yeti. If you could do us a favor and give us a like and subscribe, that would be really fantastic. For a small channel like mine, getting those likes, getting the subscribes, comments down below, all the interaction is really great. It really needs... well, it really helps the YouTube algorithm suggest my stuff in the future, and always it makes it easy for you to come back and watch the latest stuff. Look at you getting wiggly. Okay, he's getting all wiggly. I'm gonna have to put him down, I think. Anyway, he obviously is looking for more subs. You know, trying to be a little fellow that he is. Anyway, so please do like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. And of course, comments in the comment section down below are always encouraged. So do that as well. Anyway, guys, take care.